Good morning, Facebook, YouTube, Courtney Truman Steemers. Today is August the 9th. I'm out here on my first of two jobs today. This is a wax removal screen and recoat that I'm going to be doing. This is a solid hardwood floor. Customer found my videos and automatically knew after watching my videos that there was acrylic wax that has been put in on the hardwood floors. As you can see in certain areas right here, you can kind of see how the floors look under all the wax. But these floors are just coated with wax, and I'm going to be taking that off today. What we're going to end up doing is the whole house, but they're breaking it up in sections because of the furniture. So you can see they took all the furniture out of here and slid it that way. And then I'm going to do this today. And this area right here, beautiful floors. You can see where I did my demo. I always do a demo to kind of show the clients how the floors look, and they were just blown away. So I'm going to be removing all this wax today. And then after I remove the wax, then I'm going to abrade the floor and then recoat the floors. And I got me a new system that I put together too, because one of my the units that you guys probably always see me use, it's so small, compact. It requires a lot of dumping and filling, especially on these wax removal jobs. I need something that can make my process more efficient. So I invested in a new unit, and then I'm going to be doing this hallway today. All right, guys, go ahead and get started. Come back and show you some results. Stay tuned. All right, guys, you can see how the floors look as I've removed the wax from the hardwood floors, and then you can actually see where I have not removed the wax from the floors. Okay, you can see all of this wax still on the floors. See how the floors look really dark coming through here. You can see where I got it up over here. Look at this, all through here. And then back over here, I'm going to start emulsifying this wax, and then come back and show you the rest of the results. Stay tuned. All right, guys, let's take a look and I'll do some explaining. Okay, so you guys see this is a solid hardwood floor. You can see some imperfection in the floor because remember, this is the first time this floor has been touched, okay? I had a lot of wax. This is a solid hardwood floor. Now, it's not as bad as some of the ones I've seen that I've done in the past, but that's why I'm gonna do a screen and recoat. Now I'm about to screen the floor down, so I will remove the wax, which is $2 a square foot. And then since I usually charge $1.50 a square foot to screen and recoat, but since I'm already here, I charge $1. So this process was 576 square feet at $3 a square foot. And the reason why I'm doing this, because just from my experience and most of these solid hardwood floors that I do, I'm going to say about 80% of them usually needs to be screened or recoated after we remove the wax, because I'm going to show you guys why. Remember this whole area. Look how much better it looks. Okay, there's no wax. The wax is gone, but you can see now that the floors needs to be screened and recoated. And in some cases, very rare, but some cases even sanded. Okay, because remember that wax hides a lot of stuff on these floors. Now look here. Let's walk into here, guys. Look at that. Look at the difference. All right. So when the floors are that dark, you don't know what to expect, and you don't know what you're looking at. It's just one of those situations. Once you get into it, then you start to realize, and it even took me, time to realize that removing this wax, the floors are not going to look like they looked the day you had them installed or they was put in. And now that I can explain that better to my clients, now they understand. When we remove this wax, look at that. All that's just wax. So we're going to be coming back in the future to do the rest of the wax removal. But you can see the difference. It's a big difference. and the floors look so much better wax free. All right, guys, let me go ahead and start screening and recoating. Then I'm going to drop some poly and come back and show you the final results. Stay tuned. All right, guys, now that you see the floors are fully screened, I screened the entire floor down. My customers already scheduled to have me come back and do some more, the rest of the house. And but look at all of that old poly that has been screened off. So now I'm about to tack the floors, put my floor machine back up. After I tack it, then I'm gonna apply the poly. All right, guys, stay tuned. And he just told me he's gonna have me come back and do from this area right here all the way back, the dining room, his office, and the foyer. So they're gonna take all the furniture, push it over here. Then I guess after that, then I come back and do this one room. So I'm gonna give him a price on this area before I leave, but you can definitely see a big difference, big difference. All right, guys, stay tuned. All right, guys. You can see that I'm applying the first coat. Oh my goodness, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Also, I tinted the poly to match the same color as the floor. Just adds more color to the floor. One of my little techniques that I use. Don't use it all the time, but you know, it's good to use it when I need it. Just makes the floors look so much better. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, guys, stay tuned. Thank you. All righty. All right, guys, I just walked back in the house. You can see I got my shoes off. I always take my shoes off to do the second coat. And Mr. Washington was just telling me how good it looks. So I'm about to get ready to drop. I don't know why I say drop the second coat. And one of my buddies, he thinks that's so funny every time I say drop the coat or, you know, whatever. But anyway, guys, I'm about to go ahead and apply the second coat to the floors. So you can just see how much better these floors look after the first coat. Amazing. And this is just one of those examples of you don't have to get the floors sanded. You don't have to get the floors sanded. Sometimes you just need a good cleaning, wax removal, and a screen and recoat, and it will definitely bring your floors back to life where you don't have to go through the sanding process. And again, one thing about the sanding process, it does have its place. I will be sanding in the future because there are some jobs that I had to turn down because it needed to be sanded. You know, and sanding does take longer. It's usually anywhere from let's say like this job right here. If we had to sand this floor, this job would probably take about 2 to 3 days. Where I'm able to do with my process, I'm able to do it in 4 or 5 hours. And that's why I think a lot of my clients love this process. And even if it's not perfect, they still like it because they're able to walk on the floors the same day. They don't have to move out of the house, you know, for days or even sometimes weeks. You know, I've heard customers say, yeah, I got a quote to get my floors sanded. And they said we had to get out of the house for 2 weeks, you know, and like, where are we going to go? We're going to stay in the hotel for 2 weeks. So I think this is just a great option. And again, not to say it can be done on every floor, but for most floors, yes. All right, guys, let me go ahead and get back to it. Come back and show you the final results. Stay tuned.
Can you walk on it?
Yeah, I'm walking on. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, look at this. All right, guys, this is the second coat, and Miss Washington was just telling me she don't know when the last time it looked like this. And what you say, Miss Washington, make you smile?
It makes me smile.
Yes, that's what I want to hear. All right, guys, so the second coat is down, dry, ready to walk on. And I must say, man, these floors look great. Again, this was a two-step process. This was the wax removal, followed with the screen and recoat. Again, when we're dealing with solid hardwood floors that hasn't been serviced in a while or ever serviced and does have wax buildup on it, over my experience and some of these projects I've been doing, I could say about an 80 to 90% chance the floors will need a screen and recoat. And in some cases, you know, a full sanding job. But I am able to save most of these floors with the screen and recoat. Actually, I have a colleague that found me on YouTube, and he's here in the Atlanta metro area. And I'm actually going to be doing a project for him next week in Buckhead. And he does nothing but sanding, Mr. Michael Purser. And he's been sanding floors for over 50 years. And he has a few jobs that when he gets into the wax, he said it's just a headache. So he found me on YouTube, and he loves the way I remove the wax. So what he's going to start doing is using my company with me to remove the wax, and then he'll follow up with the refinishing of the sanding. All right, guys, floors look amazing. And I'm gonna go ahead and get the measurements for the living room, the dining room, the office, and this area right here, so you can see where I stopped at today. Look at that. So I'm gonna get an estimate for this room, the office, and the foyer, and then come back and do this room. All right, guys. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Oh, and by the way, this is semi-gloss. This is a semi-gloss finish, by the way.